Subway is providing a rare glimpse into its financials, saying same-store sales rose 8.4% in the third quarter on the back of its latest rebranding. Joining us now is Subway North America President Trevor Haynes. Trevor, great to get some time with you. Now, I'm coming out of the gate hot here because I got a lot of questions coming into this segment on what is the state of your tuna business. We see these sales so hot. There was a lot of focus on those sandwiches. Is that what's driving it here? Have you reclaimed the trust of consumers?
Yeah, that's a great question. Good morning, everyone. But I'll say Subway Series launched back over summer, and it's been phenomenal for our brand. Consumers really rate what we're doing with that whole lineup. Great flavors, great builds. We're really seeing perception around our craveability kick way up, high food quality perceptions elevate, and folks just are excited by coming in and trying the builds that our chefs have created. Now, of course, if you want to try your own customized Subway sub, it's absolutely there on our menu for you. But this has created a lot of buzz with our consumer base. We've seen a lot of folk come back in and try Subway. Could be the first time in a number of years and whatnot. And also our own system, really excited by these builds. So very excited by where this takes us as we set ourselves up for 23 as well and look forward to the future.
Okay,
this is all about the guest experience that they're looking for.
It's the tuna, right? It's the tuna. You're back in action.
Look, so our tuna is nothing but 100% fantastic tuna. It's delicious. If I can get you a tuna sub, I would bring you one there today. If you want to learn more about it, subwaytunafacts.com. You'll find plenty of info. But tuna is there, and it's alive and kicking.
Noted.
Have you needed to change in this rebrand? Have you kind of looked across the supplier network that you work with as well, and everything from tuna to meatballs to the bread, and said we need to revamp perhaps where we're getting our supply from?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, we've got over 20,000 plus locations, right? So scale is on our side. We've had some really long-term partners that really work from bakery through to protein that have been phenomenal partners for many, many years. But we're constantly looking at how do we ensure we've got our best quality and best price possible landed price for our restaurants, and then that obviously for our guests at all times. So our supply chain, as I said, vast, and we really think we've got setting ourselves up for a very robust 2023.
Trevor, talk to us about the competition. We just talked to Jose Silva over at Firehouse Subs, and he sounded pretty upbeat and optimistic on his business. But are you seeing any market share loss?
Yeah, so we love our competition. QSR, other sub chains, everyone in it together really does bring up a lot of diversity, and I think that competition is what makes one brand set itself up and exceed above others. So we continue to see great progress across the Subway network as we continue to bring back in lapsed consumers, win the hearts and minds of new consumers, and grow our guest traffic across all day parts. So it's great. We're looking forward to where we go next year as well. But this summer, the Subway Series absolutely set us up for a really great kick into the back end, particularly of this year.
A lot of people hear Subway Series, they naturally think about the famed Subway Series between the Mets and the Yankees, so that delves us into the sports conversation. You've got so many athletes that Subway works with. These are high caliber athletes at the top of their game, and many of them monitor exactly what they put in their body on a day in, day out basis, down to the gram. And so how were you able to bring on some of the most storied names in each of their own individual sports? And where is that adding a boost to the business from what you can see in the data?
Great question. One thing I love about a lot of the athletes that we work with is that historically they've probably been a Subway consumer, like they've been a guest when they've been kids growing up, they've been teenagers, and even today, right? They're having our food because great energy, great quantity, great quality, that really helps to fuel what they've got to get through throughout that day, throughout a training session. I mean, you can make a Subway as indulgent as you want, or you can load it up with veggie, have very low fat, sort of high quality protein, and you've got a great sandwich to fuel what you need to get through. So, but yeah, folk are very interested and excited working with Subway. We see more and more wanting to actually line up and say, how do we be part of this? Because the brand is really starting to hit its stride. And from where we were to where we are today and where we're going, we can see there's a lot of upside. And as you mentioned, the caliber of some of the athletes that are working with us, I mean, they're phenomenal, greatest of all time, and really excited about where they see this brand going. And their stories, if you go deep into it, a lot of them grew up all with Subway in the background.
Trevor, I did go to that site, my team, and I should call this out here. It says Subway uses wild-caught skipjack tuna regulated by the FDA, so point duly noted here. You know, true story, I went to my local, where my Subway used to be in Long Island. It's closed. It's now at Jersey Mike's. How many locations do you have left to close, and when are you back to the Subway of old, opening hundreds of locations?
Yeah, that's a great question because, in terms of we've been repositioning over the last few years. So we've closed restaurants and we've really been seeking out how do we relocate, reformat, build out more drive-through, higher profile sites. But we are absolutely on the road of getting back to growth with new openings. So we're looking for locations out there. We're wanting to repopulate a number of markets that we've been looking at how we can reconfigure. So by all means, anyone who wants to present a site to us, we're open for business.
In a recessionary period, does Subway want to position itself as a value play or a premium play?
Well, we've always had that affordability piece in our business. I mean, the quantity, the quality of food at the price point, we've got a great value proposition. And that's how we see ourselves as we go into these somewhat challenging times, as having a menu lineup that offers great, interesting builds, but we're at a really good, sharp price point. So affordability is a key part of our brand.
Lastly, before we let you go, Trevor, viewer question here. What is your favorite sandwich?
So I love the great garlic. It's one of our new lineup subs. The garlic sauce gives you a great kick.
Well, as for me, I say full disclosure, I'm a double turkey guy from Subway. We'll leave it there. Thanks for being a good sport. Subway North America President Trevor Haynes, good to see you.
Thank you very much.